It's time. That's it. On your journey, there are pivotal moments in your life. And these moments in your life, they're not dictated by the calendar. They are dictated by an internal shift. And across the world, people have been experiencing a great internal shift, which is also accompanied by pain, thought process changing, the heart calling you to a new direction. Today, we start that new direction. Today is a new chapter for our everyday lives. And upon realization, because you have to realize that you have changed through this inner shift, there are things that we need to actually do. Otherwise, a person will continue to loop the same reality. Many people across the world, they have been moved. You've been moved on the inside. And when we're moved on the inside, and you say, I've had it. I've had it with this fake world, this fake reality. And in this lesson, I'm going to teach you what you are to do. A lot of the things have to be done in our mind first, and then physically, we are the embodiment of the change. Today, if you're seeing this message at any time, the prison door is open, but you, light warrior, you must initiate walking out. The door is literally open. The gates are literally wide open, and it is finally time. And we could know, we know this, the people that are tuned in on a regular basis, and this is a big shift. We know this because we feel lightness in the body, and we don't move forward with the fear that we might have had in previous weeks. And once you feel lighter, and this literally, this is going to be accompanied by dropping some water. Water is a highly energetic, conductive material, and there were massive changes that occurred, and you might have actually been, I give you the physical things too, you might have actually been holding on to additional water because there were so many processes that had to occur, and now you've changed on the inside. Very powerful talk and lesson today. Very grateful for those that are live right now. If you hit the like button, it allows others to realize that it is time. It's time, baby. You're going to have to realize that it's time. And upon realization, you have to realize it first, and then you're going to actually have to do. And there will be people that don't do, and they will loop again. So this lesson today, this talk that Uncle Mike is going to give you, for those, it's great to see everyone. If you're looking for a community and content for conscious creators, are you a conscious creator of your reality? Did you wake up to the matrix? And what this shift is actually, when you switch off NPC mode, when you turn on creator mode, what is happening is you're leaving logic and programs that other people gave you that you were operating your life out of. Logic and programs are out the window, and now we move forward with instincts and intuition. And you might have been realizing this, especially in a post-2020 world. You might have said, hey, something's a little off here. Hey, you looked at your life and you said, you know what? I'm actually not living the life that I wanted to experience. And now I'm going to get to what you need to do. You're going to have to get up and do this now. You don't initiate because you are scared of consequences that you have in your brain. Let me say it again. I want you to think about this. We all do this. And people would rather loop again in the quote unquote safety. You're going to learn in this lesson, it's actually not safety. The scared feeling that you have is not actually scared, it's excitement, but because of what you lived through in your life, you think it's scary, you think it's fear, it's literally excitement. Are you excited? So today you could realize the prison door is open and you could just walk out. You don't initiate things because you're scared of the consequences. You're scared of the consequences because you want to leave that job that left you just over broke. You want to leave that job that was beating you down, and you wanted to go after your vocation in life, but you were scared of the consequences. If I leave the safety and security of this job, well, now I'm scared of the consequences. Maybe I won't be able to pay my bills. Maybe you're scared of the consequences. You love your job and you're great at your job and you want to go to your boss and you want to ask the boss for the raise so you could continue working there. You actually like it there and you're scared of the consequences if maybe your boss is going to turn you down. You're scared of the consequences because you could see the love of your life. You could see him. There he is. But you're an avoidant and you constantly run away from the love of your life because you're scared of the consequences that he might reject you. Or maybe you ran away, the runner, the avoidant, and you're afraid to go back because you think that, he might reject you or she might reject you. You never initiated actual change. In one moment, you can shift your life, but you never initiated it because you were scared of the consequences. And you thought that there was only one way to do it. Sometimes in our lives, we get stuck, but we're not actually stuck. You got to hear me out, Light Warriors. You thought that there was only one way to achieve this. This is what I need to do. I have to do it this way. There's people on the internet that told you that this is the way that you have to do it. But actually, there is a plethora of different ways to do it. You thought that there was only one way to change your life, to approach this guy or gal. There was only one way to approach your boss. There was only one way to go about your work. What will they think of me? What will they think of me? You were scared of the consequences, and you thought that there was only one path. But in life, there are many paths. And because of the way our nervous system is wired, I teach about the nervous system on this channel. It is so important. If you truthfully want to change your life, you have to regulate the nervous system and you have to understand what your nervous system is doing. Sometimes you have to override your nervous system. Otherwise, you will never experience a brand new reality. In your brain, the way your nervous system is wired, you think it's either safety or risk. I'm afraid. You're so scared. I know. The safety or the risk, which is it's not truthful. Fear is lying to you. It's false evidence appearing real. So it isn't safety or risk. It is actually the known or an adventure. Oh, who wants to go on an adventure with Uncle Mike? Yeah, raise your hand in the chat. Click the like button if you want to go on an adventure. So what this actually is, right? Our brains are perceiving these emotions a certain way, but what's truthfully happening right now, you will either repeat the known, you could be miserable, but it's known. I understand it. It's hard. And what I'm here to do is break you out of that cycle. I got to get in that brain. We got to break it out. The safety is the known. The risk is the adventure. Don't you want to go on adventures? And you could go on an adventure with your work. You could go on an adventure with the love of your life. Otherwise, you'll be in it's not safety, but you're going to stay in the known. And it's going to repeat the loop. You have to ask yourself this question. Many people don't stop and analyze their life and break it down to a fine powder. That's actually what I do. That's how I became successful in my life. Are you scared? Or are you actually excited? And because of our lives, because of what we've been through for so many years, because of previous experiences, sometimes we make a critical error. We think that excited is actually scared. They act very similar. And that's why you have to listen to this message today. You got to let it marinate in the brain, and then you're able to walk out of the prison door because the gates are wide open. Oh my God, look how wide open. All I need to do is walk towards that opportunity, walk towards that new job, that new place to live, that beautiful man or beautiful woman. Wow, it's right there. But some people are overcome by the fear, and it's actually not that you're scared, but you're actually excited. And our nervous system makes us hold there, hold, because what was familiar, it's actually a survival tactic. Even though that opportunity, and this is where you, the person that's getting this message, you have to override. And it's very difficult to do. You have to override. I got some beautiful comments from yesterday's podcast. People got my jokes. I was able to sleep well at night. It's so important to be able to sleep well at night. If you are able to sleep well, your head hits the pillow, you're actually going to create the next day from a beautiful place. And this is what, I share about content of character. Regret is worse than failure. I assure everyone that's hearing this, and it's a very powerful video I have on the channel page. But I'm telling you this, I can share from this. I've tried things, and if it didn't work out, and it quote unquote failed, I'm able to sleep peacefully at night. But if you hear this today and if you refuse to go after the job, talk to the boss, or talk to the guy or gal, you're going to sit there with regret, and it's going to eat you up on the inside, and it's going to affect that window of time when your head hits the pillow at night. So as Alma writes, you want to sleep like a baby. Yeah, you want to sleep beautiful at night. So, some people got my jokes yesterday. I was like, that was great. And people liked my singing, I was very shocked. I don't think I'm going to be singing today. If you want to hear me sing, you go to yesterday's video. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. But sometimes we need to sing. Sometimes we need to dance. Sometimes we need to be the embodiment of love. I appreciate that, Sharon. It's very important to be hilarious and funny because I raise your frequency. You see, in our lives, we have to be in a beautiful frequency, and our frequency overrides everything else. You could be, for a relationship, you could be you could be what a divine masculine, ladies out there, exactly what he's looking for. But if you're in that low frequency, even though you are a quality gal in this world full of crazy women, you could be a quality gal. But if your frequency isn't here, you're going to sabotage it. You could be the divine masculine, right? But because of previous things in life, and you're like this, boom, you got to be like this, right? You got to be like this, brothers, right? So this is the embodiment I'm talking about. This is a free, like people have been asking, some people are part of the channel for a while. Maybe you're new. If you're new today, you could click subscribe. I appreciate that. So when I'm speaking about embodiment, it's that frequency that you put out. And our frequency had to change from last year to this year. And now we're moving forward. And now the season has changed. And now we have to move forward and realizing, as I stated earlier, you thought there was only one way. But now in this embodiment, in this frequency, well, maybe there's another life for us. Maybe we thought this job was for, and you kept going to that door. Or maybe you thought this was the guy or gal for you. Because in that brain, because your friends, your family, the people on the TV, they told you you needed to work this job, you need to have this type of relationship, you need to live in this place. You know, I live in a very peaceful town, and I meet a lot of beautiful random people. It's in life, get out, hey, get out of the basement. Oh, start meeting people. Oh my God. Right? I know we're on the internet. Do you know about the internet? We're on the internet here, but what I actually do, and I'm a leader from firsthand experience. You know, I spend my time here, but then I got to go out in the world, right? So when you go out in the world, you meet all these beautiful people, and stop being scared of people, because on the that rectangular, that TV, I saw it on TV. It's got to be real. Because on the TV, they told you to be fearful of other people. But then when you go out in the world, you actually meet these people. And I've met some of these guys that actually left, you know, these big fancy places in the city to live a peaceful life out here. And really, on my journey, is very similar. And you can leave and say, you know what? This is the peace I want to have in my life. But people are going to question you, try to talk you out of it. You see, recently on this channel, I gave you, it's literally the number one thing. And I hope people watch that video if you haven't. Every time you have to make a life-altering decision, there are going to be these NPCs, these people that literally pop up. And it's almost by design of the matrix that we're in. And they're going to try to talk you out of it. And a lot of people commented on that. You could verify that in live or in the comments here. Every time you're about to break free, people are going to pop up to talk you out of it, because it is about the frequency. It's like warning, 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 warning. Mary Jane is about to level up, warning. Mary Jane's about to approach the man of her dreams, warning, warning, warning. Billy Bob is about to have his new warning, warning, warning. It's just a distraction. It's just an NPC. If you hear my voice, over the years, I learned this, I've seen this, I studied this, I observed this. I could sit here in front of millions of people. I'm telling you, this is how the Matrix operates. It's your time today. It's your time today. You can't bow down. You can't, because they infiltrate the brain. It's always in that brain, son. It's always in. Jen writes, Agent Smith is everywhere. Gotta wake up. Gotta wake up today. Are you scared? Nah. That's N-A-H-H, nah. You're excited. We're excited today. We're excited for our new love. We're excited for our new being, our new work. And you're tired. You are so tired, yeah? You're tired of the loop. And this is an energy. And you got to listen carefully. Your frequency was tied to a version of reality that wasn't in full alignment with your drives, your dreams, and things you want to experience. Let me say it again. You were tied. You were tethered. I like to use the word tethered. You were tethered to a version of reality that wasn't in full alignment with your drives, your dreams, and things you wanted to experience. And today you realize it's finally time, because the inner shift has happened. But you, the person, you're going to have to walk the walk. You're going to have the embodiment. You have to have the embodiment. That means you're not making a magical potion still. I'll make a vision board. Oh my God. I'm going to put my man on the vision board. Oh, there he is. He's on. But when you see him in real life, you're running away. Oh, I'm going to make, this is the house I want to live in. Oh, all right. But, I can never leave. I did a very powerful video on leaving your hometown. It is part of the design. For many people, you might have the creation of the hometown was to mold you when you were downloading subconscious programs. You have to be tough. That's why, like, for example, if you go to the gym, you increase the weights. Sometimes I wear a weighted vest to do pull-ups. The extra weight makes the muscle stronger, so you could be stronger. So sometimes in life, we had to build up our spiritual muscles. That was for a season. It was not supposed to be for a lifetime. And that's the problem, that in our brain, we thought we were supposed to, this is, no, let your Uncle Mike give you permission today. Actually, you have to give yourself permission. But let me talk to you, kid. Let me talk to you. Leave the world behind today. It's time to walk out. You are not in that healing season forever. It's finished. You are not in struggle mode forever. The struggle mode, the experience you might have had with a narcissist, these things trained you. And you have to, why do I have to experience it? Because God works with compare and contrast. Over the course of my journey, I know what resonates with me and what doesn't. Why? Because I went through real life experiences. I took the journey of our everyday lives. And now I could sit here and I could just sit back and I could teach people. You didn't just go right in. Oh, no, you had to go through this, and then you sat, and then you process it, and then you realize, okay, this is for me. This is the lifestyle. This is the work. This is the living conditions. This is the gal that resonates with me. So then you go through these things, and then you realize, okay, this is the work I want to do. This is the guy I want to have. It's trial and error. You're going to learn these things on your journey. And don't hold on to, like, letting go. You have to realize, like, there are people in your life. You ever see virtual reality? There's actually people who are your soulmates in life that give you like a virtual reality type of experience without actually, but you gotta get a taste of it so then you can move forward on your journey. And it's very important to understand this. And that's why when you look at the game of life, this is the game of life. You were able to finally level up. But in order to level up, there were tasks you had to accomplish, things you had to overcome, and the obstacle is the way. Yeah. Years ago, when I started this channel, I was going on a hike with a good friend of mine. It was cold, and we were in the snow, and we hiked the mountain. I recently did that hike, but it was nice. It wasn't all snowy, but I did that. Obstacle is the way in the snow. And I don't like the snow. I don't like the cold. I want to be on a beautiful beach, right? But in life, 80-20, 20% of the time, we have to have the experience. I plunge myself into the cold. because it gives us and then when you go back to sometimes it kind of gets a little stale. But the obstacle is the way. Sometimes in life, and you push against something and you say, well, maybe we're not supposed to quit it. Maybe the obstacle is the way. And it teaches us and it refines us. One thing that you have to leave this talk today with, and you will go out and you could review my videos on manifestation, quantum shifting. But the bottom line is, and this is where you have to change this, and it's not such a mystical, these things appear to be mystical, but they're not. They're not. Be quiet. You have to listen to this. The quantum shift is a decision. Period. The end. But there are so many people, why can't I manifest this? Because you're scared, because you're afraid. Once you make the decision, I've made decisions in my life. And once I make the decision, I go, even if I have to crawl. One of the lessons I shared, the master and the student are standing on the side of the road, and the student asked the master, says, how come there's all these dead rabbits on the road, but there's no dead turtles? The turtle is slow, and the rabbit's fast. I don't understand this. And the master says to the student, the rabbit is indecisive. Should I go? Should I not go? But when the turtle makes the decision to go, the turtle goes and it doesn't stop and it walks across. Let's get the turtles going today. When the turtle makes the decision to go, it goes, and it doesn't falter. It doesn't, oh, should I go? It goes. The turtle goes towards the dream, to the other side of the road, right? Because maybe there's food on the other side of the road. Maybe the beautiful turtle love is on the other side of the road. Turtle, rabbit, I'm the rabbit. Bugs Bunny teaches us about the ascension journey. It's true. Okay? So you are here today, and you have to realize it's time. And the internal shifts, we have been bombarded in the past few weeks with high energy blasts. If you are new to the channel, the videos are waiting for you. We're not going to go through it all again today. And I would really look at the chart that I broke down the other day on the spine. You know, you will learn about Kundalini, third eye, all these other things. They are part of our everyday life. And what I do on this channel is I take these, maybe seems to be very deep spiritual concepts, and I break it down for the everyday life people. I hope that everyone realizes that the important things in life, they're actually simple, and I try to simplify things for the people and not make them too complex. The NPC program. The NPC program. Do you know it? The NPC program. It's obsolete. And now we have to go to our authentic self. Now, because we were programmed to think that the logic or the programs, this is what you do, okay, and it's all ingrained in your subconscious. However, and I lived through this, and my life became better when every time, especially I'm a guy, right? There's a lot of men are listening to this channel. I'm here to support you. Okay, the divine feminine's a little bit easier for us, right? But as a guy, right, we're very directive, and I had to embrace my instincts and intuition. And if you're a man, right, this is how you become the king, is when you marriage both sides of the brain, which is called hemisync in science, or balancing the divine masculine and feminine, which doesn't mean girl or boy. These are energies, which means that when I go with my instincts, when I go with my intuition, I win every time. Every time. Every time. Now, if you're the divine feminine, there's going to come a time, and that's why a lot of the divine feminine tuning in and you're all over the place. It's just truthful, but there's going to come a moment in time that you're going to have to pinpoint with laser pinpoint accuracy. This is the path, and then you're going to actually have to go and initiate divine feminine. So this is how this occurs, and that's where, if you're taking a spiritual lens to this shift, when a divine masculine embraces the feminine attributes, which is the instincts and intuition, and then there's the women, which are like a totally different species, gentlemen. You have to study women, okay? And that's why this channel is for both, because if you don't understand both, you will be lost. You'll never have a quality relationship if you don't understand both. You want to be successful in life, you have to open it up. Let's open it up today. I appreciate. Hit the like button if you're resonating with this. It helps open up the channel today. I smash it into that like button. Okay. So Valentine is laughing right now. This is what it is. So in life, this is where the magic. Do you want magic? It's actually not magic, but it's just frequency and energy and vibration. Okay. If you're the masculine, divine masculine, you become the king when you're able to go with your instincts and intuition. And if you are the divine feminine, you are able to become the queen because you actually went with, okay, now I can be directive and go right towards that man or that thing, or what is my path. So this is where there's a lot of paradoxes in this world. And that's why you have to embrace the quantum. Quantum shifting is a real thing. As I stated earlier in the lesson, you thought there was only one way. Incorrect. Very unpredictable. Not these, yeah. It's unpredictability. But eventually in life, and so I'm going to piggyback off of that for the other divine feminine that can't figure it out. If you truthfully want a divine masculine, eventually you're just wasting his time and he has to move on. And then you lose at the end because you couldn't figure it out. So this is where it's always balance. It's always balance in our lives. Okay, Matt writes LFG, baby. LFG. Can you write LFG in the comments today? We have because it's time. Because the gates are open. Open the gates. Open the gates. Oh. And it really is exciting. If you sit quietly, which is a major problem in the modern world. So overall, this channel is for conscious people that actually want to change their life. You want to be successful. You want to be a successful man or woman, right? You want to have a successful relationship. You want to change up your living conditions. You don't want to you don't want to be struggling paycheck to paycheck, whatever it is. So this is all embodiment and frequency and embracing the spiritual aspects of our life. And many people have disregarded it. It's just part of the world that we have lived in. It's hidden from you. So one thing that, and I had to fight my way through it. And that's how we see where we are shifting now, and we're continuing to shift. Think of this life, because some things are not actually nefarious. Remember, everyone's got a ring light and everyone's posting, but the best way to observe this life is that it is the game. And when you embrace it as a game, then you're able to, okay, this is, what am I, what am I learning from this? I didn't fail. I learned. It wasn't an L loss. It was an L learn. Oh, this was not the only, my parents told me I had to do, no, the TV told, no, that's not the only path. There is an infinite amount of paths. Very powerful message today. We glitched the chat. You could hit 555. I don't see anyone right now, but it's okay. I love you. It's always the decision that we make. And several years ago, when I give very powerful motivational speeches on this channel, the videos are waiting for you. And there was one, I was standing out by the ocean. I was swinging the sword of truth out there. There he goes. There he goes. He's swinging the sword of truth out there. And I said, life is a series of choices that we make that reveal our content of character. So on the journey, there is a series of choices. And over the course, it's not one choice. Heck, we all make mistakes in life. But at the end of the day, it's a journey. And eventually, these choices are getting us in the general direction. They are getting us in a general direction. And if people are in the ego and they're not embracing the content of character, they can make choices go, you're going the wrong way. You got to go this way. You got to go that way. You're going the wrong way. Yeah. So let this be the message. And sometimes God is going to give us a little time out when we sit quietly, and because it is difficult. It's difficult if you're in stress going to the workplace every day. It is difficult when you're watching mainstream media on the two. Casting a spell. The world is full of fear. My brothers and sisters are all, the labels, You understand what I'm putting out there, right? So when you turn the TV off, oh my God, the birds are chirping. Oh wow, look at the flowers blooming. Wow, look at my brothers and sisters, right? They're actually my friends. You don't have to listen to the TV anymore. Oh my God. You could turn on Our Everyday Lives, 9 a.m. Eastern, click subscribe. Yeah. We have positive content that's going to improve our lives. Oh my God. I don't have to be afraid of everyone. And again, sometimes we have to be tough. Sometimes I'm tough. But at the end of the day, we didn't have to be afraid of everyone. You didn't have to be afraid of that man. He was actually your future husband or boyfriend. You didn't have to be afraid of that girl, right? You didn't have to be afraid of leaving that job. There's a whole new world. I'm going to try not to sing again. Today. But as you could see, and I feel this, and what I need to do is be the lighthouse for other people. And there was a tremendous amount of energy, and it dives us into the past, and it pulls up all the emotions you had from the negative experiences that you had in a post-2020 world. And we had to have those experiences. And like a virtual reality program, we had to go through these experiences. And now we have to purge the energy of these experiences. And once we purge the physical energies, now we have a new life that we can experience. I have to pull up another device because it glitched. Rune Sage Music, thank you so much for the super chat. High Commander is on the ground. LFG 555. I appreciate that, Rune Sage Music. Thank you for the support in the super chat. I love you. I told you yesterday, a new season has begun. It's FAF5 season. Yeah. Drop it. Drop it today. Because this is a time period that we can't We can't be small anymore. We can't be afraid anymore. We have to rise up. Everything's glitching, so it has to be the greatest live stream that's ever been. But I see you guys now. You have to embrace and embody the changes that have happened on the inside. If you stay small during this window of time. So in recent times, I shared how timeline windows do close. This is the most important year, and we are going into the most important season of this most important year in the history of humanity. Well, what season is it, Uncle Mike? It's the summer of assert dominance, kid. You need to dominate every single day. You're not living small anymore. You got to dominate your work. You got to dominate the training. You have to dominate everything in your life, not in a negative way. Some people that are too, I call it spiritual derangements. Oh, I don't like dominance. Okay, so that what I'm here to do is teach you frequency. Okay, I'm teaching frequency, so I dominate. And when you are set forward, and this is the most important season of our lives, when you dominate every single day, you're not. This is not coming from a place of trying to take advantage of others, but you're dominating reality. I have to every day. I got to dominate. And when you live this way and you embrace this frequency, all of a sudden you start manifesting all these beautiful things. But if you're sitting there like a cream puff, if you're sitting there, again, go back to the lesson, because I'm here to tell you this. And I learned this on my journey. I'm an empath like many of you. I feel this world is very dense. So what I have to do as the empath, as Carl Jung has taught us, that has gone through the process of individuation, you have to be that lion. And if you don't embrace this, at least for a moment, to get you through that window, it's scary. So you got to get mad. You got to get mad today. You got to, not literally mad, right? But you got to get, I'm not living this life no more. It's time. It's time today. Boom. And then you jump through the portal. Then you quantum shift, and the quantum shift is always a decision. It is a free will decision, and once because you're scared of the consequences of that decision. This is the answer, and I hope I motivate at least one person today, if not millions of people. In this now moment when the energy is so high. It's time to make the leap. It's time to make the jump. It's time to take back control of our everyday lives. I love you guys very much. And I hope this lesson teaches you how to move forward. Know that it's time. Leave a comment down below. What are you going to be doing today, tomorrow? Because it's time. It's not next week. It's not, maybe next year. It's right now. And you can't be scared. If you have any other questions, videos will pop up on the screen if you're new. All right. We have Facebook, TikTok, Patreon. The link is pinned there. We recently did a 2-hour video with the community about the energies and what you needed to do to shift through them. Know that this is the time. Know that there are things that you actually have to do. Otherwise, you will constantly loop and loop and loop. You're like in the spin cycle, right? And it just keeps looping, looping, looping. Eventually, we have to come out. It's done. Are you gonna dry your clothes or you what forever? No. It's done. The process is done, and I hope everyone writes that in the comments today. The process is done, and you could feel this shift on the inside. You feel lighter. The emotions have dropped. Maybe you're dropping some water weight. Watch my previous videos if you are new. You have questions about ascension symptoms. This is happening right now. I love each and every one of you, and beautiful things are ahead for us. Very beautiful things. and stay in your lane. Focus on your everyday life. Don't worry about, because sometimes comparison is the thief of joy. Like my life, I know what I'm here to experience. I'm not here to, because other people say, oh, you have to. No, I don't know. This is what I'm here to experience. And that's how you stay in your lane during this process and focus very strongly on that. So I'm very grateful for all of you. You could have watched any bit of content today, but you chose to watch this video, and you watched it to the end because we're here. So I'm so grateful that you chose to watch this content. And I'm here daily. We're here 9 a.m. And you could click subscribe to get the notification. And I'm also grateful for that because it helps boost the algorithm, because we're in a world of algorithms, and I'm just one guy doing this. And I appreciate all the support, liking and commenting and sharing, and utilize the hashtag OurEverydayLives, and connect on Facebook. We post on Facebook, and we collaborate on Facebook and communicate. And I like to see what others are posting and commenting. And you know, sometimes when you go through this crazy metamorphosis, you feel like you're alone, but you're not. You're not alone. Relax. You're already here, kid. I love you guys very much. And make the most of today. Make the most of today. I love you guys. Bye for now.